Hello again. There's a few big thunderstorms to watch out for over the next few hours. Particularly of concern is across parts of central southern England, southeast England and into areas of East Anglia as well. But on into Thursday's forecast, they'll all be out of the way and we're looking at some warm spells of sunshine.
If you wanted to stay at home, go somewhere lovely, maybe this would be the place. Matt can show us around. He's at Gatton Park in Surrey for us, which is, Matt, lovely.
It is stunning, isn't it? Very good morning, Charlie. Now, very good morning to you as well. It's Gatton Park, just to the west of Reigate. That is actually a boarding school now, but just take a look at the view they have on a daily basis. Almost 300 acres of historic parkland, designed by Lancelot Capability Brown and lovingly restored by the Gatton Park Trust, mainly made up of volunteers too. We'll be talking more about that throughout this morning. Now here and across parts of southern England, what a night it was. You may have had a bit of a disturbed night's sleep. Thousands of lightning strikes across the area. They have now cleared, and the forecast for today is one which actually brightening up for many to sunny spells once again, and most places will be dry and warm.
I'm going to take you to Regent Street this morning. Now look at this. This is what people heading to work at Regent Street. This is a view, I think, from New Broadcasting House, where the BBC's based, of course, in London. And overnight, all this bunting was put up. And it's to mark, of course, the Queen's Jubilee at the start of next month. And we're going to actually talk to the CEO of the new West End company, which basically owns lots of properties in Regent Street, to talk about this, because the celebrations are beginning and we're building up to it. We saw the Queen, didn't we, at the Hall Show, Royal Windsor Hall Show last weekend? Last weekend.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because we've talked a lot about the events that are coming up, and then when you see an image like that,
fabulous,
you start to get a sense of what it really will look and feel like. You know, right in the centre of London, busy street, and yeah, you're just getting a sense of how things will be transformed.
And if you wanted a contrast from the busy city environs to some tranquility, let's go to, well, if Matt stepped out of the camera shot, then it would have
the view would be much better, but
it would.
It'd be as equally tranquil. Thank you very much, Nag. A very good morning to you all. I'm in Surrey this morning at Gatton Park near Reigate. What beautiful surroundings we are as well.
You've shown us some really lovely views around there, and fitting with the weather, maybe?
Well, we'll get better. Nag, a very good morning to you, but yes, beautiful surroundings here at Gatton Park. The surroundings, the parkland was designed by the famous landscape designer, Capability Brown, and they said he did for the English landscape what Shakespeare did for the English letter. Now, you might just notice behind me there is a tree fell. That was done by Storm Eunice. Thankfully, no impacts from the storms we had last night across the country.
Yes, I think they'll still be coming to terms with the disappointment, won't they, here this morning, the morning after the night before, and there's obviously that financial disappointment as well when you consider that this match had been labelled the most lucrative in the club's history, with obviously the huge financial rewards that would have come Rangers' way had they qualified for the Champions League by winning this match last night. That's obvious disappointment as well, but it certainly will still go down as a memorable night, I think, for those fans who were here to watch their team in this European final.
Yes, John, I'm trying to look for a small upside, and I'm looking at the weather, and even now, this early hours of the morning, it looks beautiful there.
But
it is. We've been lucky enough. We have a lovely balcony position here, which is to overlook the stadium for the last couple of days. And yeah, with the, well, what is it here this morning? About 6:30 this morning. It's beautiful, isn't it? Lovely, warm temperature. And you just think, yeah, what a lovely setting. Aren't we lucky to be here this morning?
Yeah, very lucky. Very lucky indeed. John, thank you very much.
who do you think John appealed to get that setting? And what would happen if you were naughty and say, what would you get instead?
How do you mean?
Well, John was obviously very good, so he's in sunny Seville, yeah?
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah. Matt's in Surrey this morning at Gatton Park. The umbrella's up then, I see.
It is, what was it, 37 today in Seville, not quite that here this morning. Very good morning to you. I am in Gatton Park in Surrey. Beautiful grounds here, designed by Lancelot Capability Brown and lovingly restored by the Gatton Trust and their band of volunteers. Now, it's raining here at the moment, a good hefty shower coming through, but thankfully none of the storms that we had last night. Just take a look at some of this weather watcher imagery from some of the storms that were rumbling across parts of southern and southeastern England. Amazing shots by our weather watchers as well. There were around 13,000 lightning strikes across parts of England as we went through the night, dropping up to an inch of rain in the space of just a few hours. Lots of hail to go with it as well. Did make for disturbed night's sleep across many areas towards the south and the east. Tonight, hopefully, you should sleep a little bit better. The weather has quietened down.
Yeah, they will indeed. Heartbreak for those Rangers fans, and heartbreak, of course, for Aaron Ramsey, who missed that penalty. There were, of course, concerns over safety with 150,000 fans descending here on the city. Yes, there were some skirmishes yesterday. A fight broke out in the centre of the town. There were a number of arrests, but broadly it's passed off without any major incident. And, of course, with Rangers reaching the final of a major European competition, Celtic, of course, winning the Scottish Premiership this season, and we could still see Scotland qualify for the World Cup in Qatar this year. So it's certainly put Scottish football back in the spotlight once again. But I think the disappointment will certainly take a few days and perhaps a number of weeks, I think, to shift. But certainly some memorable moments, some great memories for those Rangers fans who've made the long trip out here to see their team play in the Europa League final.
Morning, Charlie. Morning, Annika. Very good morning to you. So we've come away from looking at the parkland into this beautiful Japanese garden here at Gatton Park, designed in 1909 in a dark, wooded, damp area of the parkland. But it fell into disrepair in the 50s until the Gatton Trust came here and completely rejuvenated the place from 1999 onwards. A beautiful piece of solitude in amongst already some beautiful gardens. It was a bit less peaceful here through the night. Some pretty severe storms across the UK. They have cleared now, and the forecast for today is looking like an improving one, a getting better kind of day for many. We're going to see some sunny spells develop across many areas, and later on it will feel warm too. But from the beautiful surroundings here and very peaceful surroundings at Gatton Park in Surrey, it's back to Naga and Charlie.
You're going to go and sit in that nice little area to your left, Matt. That looks like a nice little spot to sit, just in that little thing there.
It's beautiful. Lovely shelter from the rain as well.
That's a no, is it, Matt?
It's too far away. It'd take me so long. The director would get very, very angry.
Yeah, we definitely don't want that. Definitely don't want that. Matt, I'm glad it's a bit more dry for you. We'll see you very, very soon. It's a gorgeous location. Take care.